Hi everyone, welcome to Programming School. We are going to start a series of TCS NQT problems. Here we are going to discuss about some coding questions and programming MCQs related to TCS NQT. Okay, today I am going to discuss about some coding question which is frequently asked in this model so many times in TCS NQT. The question is like this. Consider the below series and we have to write a logic like that. The input is going to be like this. This is going to be reading some position. The position is the 10. The position is 10. The output is going to be, we have to calculate what is the 10th position of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. That means in the 10th position, the value is 11 here. That is very simple, but we have to mention that what is this series actually. We have to guess what is the logic behind this series. There is no any additional input here, any additional information about this series. We have to assume that what it follows every time. This series is follows. In TCS NQT, they are asking every time that this is one series, but it consisting of two series inbuilt in it. Okay, what is the two series here? This is a 2. The first value is a 2, and alternative numbers is 4, and this is 6, and this is 8, and this is 10. That means alternative numbers are even numbers here. Alternative numbers are even numbers. And consider this one. This is 2, and this is 3, and 5, and 7, and 11. That means these are prime numbers. That means one series is going to be even numbers and another series is going to be prime numbers, like that. We have to calculate based on this one only. That means if I am giving position, if it is a 10, that means it is an even number. The even position values are prime numbers. For example, if I am giving that position is equal to some odd number here, some 5, calculate here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is going to be, output is going to be 6 here. That means even numbers. If the position is odd, the output is definitely the even number. If the position is even, the output is prime number. Okay. Now I am going to coding here. Here, how many values I am going to read? I am going to read only one input, right? Only one input. Based on that input, we have to write. For example, the input is 10. I am going to read like this, comma position. I am going to read the input like this. I am going to read the input, but here I am going to take one value, that is the default value. If it is either even number or prime number, where I am going to start here? I am going to start at 2 only, right? I am going to start at 2. That's why I am going to take one more number, that is 2 here. The default number is 2 here. Now I am going to take some function, sequence function of, I am going to pass these two values, the position and the number. And based on this position and the number, it returns one value. If the position is 10, the output is 11. That means if we are passing this position and number to the function, and it returns one value, that is the result. That is also an integer number. Now I am going to print here, comma result, like this. I am going to print the result. Yes, this is a simple function. That's it, nothing else. This is the function call. In this function call, the name of the function is sequence underscore function, and I am passing two arguments. What is that? Position and the number, the default value of this series. And this function returns one value, that is the result we are going to be print out. For example, the position is 10. I am going to print the 11 here. If it is 5, the output is going to be 6. Like that we are going to be print here. Now I am going to generate this function definition based on that one. What is the return type of this one? This one is integer, no doubt. And the function name is this one. And how many arguments I am passing? I am passing two arguments, integer position and integer num here. This is the function definition signature here. Now I am going to take here int some I. For some iterations I am going to take some I value here. Now I already discussed about if the position is even, I am going to generate prime numbers. If the position is odd, I am going to generate even numbers, right? That's why I am going to write some if condition here. If and else, if the position is even, what is the logic for this? This is a prime number logic, else it is a even number logic. Okay, this is the main condition here. If this is a prime number, this is an even number, the position is even number, I am going to generate a prime number. If it is an odd position, I am going to find even number. Okay, for that now I am going to write here infinite loop. In the infinite loop, I am going to write some condition here where I have to stop, this loop. For example, if the position is 10, I am going into infinite loop. And what is the initial value? What is the first prime number? The prime number is 2. The first prime number is 2. Then what is the next prime number that we have to calculate, that we have to generate? That is 3. What is the next prime number? That is 5. What is the next prime number? Like that we are going to find what is the next prime number after this number. Okay, for that I am going to write here one function that means it is going to be calculate what is the next prime number of that number. But if the position is the 10, I am going to calculate here 11 is at 10th position, but this is the 5th position in the prime number series. That means if the values are 10, I am going to find only the 5th prime number. Okay, that's why I am writing here if I is equal to position by 2. That is enough. That means we are going to find only the prime numbers. There is no need to find what is the even number for that. Okay. Here I am going to find if both are equal, that means I is equal to position by 2, then I am going to return n. What is n? N is, for example, here I am going to take I is equal to 1. Okay, sorry for that. For example, the position is 2. Position is 2. I value is 1. First of all, I am going to check here position by 2. Position by 2 means 2 by 2 means it is 1. 2 by 2 means it is 1. That means I is equal to position by 2 is equal. It is going to be true here. Then it is going to be return n. What is n here? N is consisting of 2. N is consisting of 2. We are passing 2, right? Then it is going to be written 2. For example, if I am going to execute it, here I am going to take num. I am going to take here num also. It is the position 2, for example. It is going to be written 2 here. That means we are finding the first prime number. But I want to find the next prime numbers. I am not writing any logic here. And I am going to find n number is equal to next underscore prime of num. I am going to find the next prime of 2 and that value is automatically assigned to the num again. Then I am going to increment I plus I has to be incremented and I has to be reach position by 2. That's why I am writing like this. Now I am going to develop this function. What is this function? This function is finding the next prime number. That is also return integer values. For example, if it is 2, what is the next prime number after 2? That is 3. What is the next prime number after 3? It is going to be 5. Next underscore next underscore prime of int n. I'm going to take some I for iteration and fc for factor count. While infinite loop n is equal to n plus 1. Why I am writing n is equal to n plus 1, I will explain here. That means if, for example, what value I am passing here? I am passing here 2. Now I am going to find n plus 1 means it is going to be 3. I am going to find now 3 is prime or not. For example, if the value is 3, if the value is 3, I am going to find 4 here. Is 4 is prime? No, not at all. The even numbers are not prime. That's why mod 2 is equal to 0. If it is a prime, if even number, I am going to write here continue. No need to check the factors for anything. Okay, if it is an even number, just I am going to continue it again, and it is going to be 4 here. And what is n plus 1? That is going to be 5 here. Is 5 is even number? No, not at all. Then I am going to find calculate that how many factors for that one. Then I am going to write some factor count is equal to 0 here. I am going to take, and then I am going to write for loop for I is equal to 2. I am going to start at I is equal to 2. I less than equal to square root of n, then I plus plus. I am going to find how many factors for that one. If n mod I is equal to 0, n mod I is equal to 0, then fc is equal to 1, and I am going to break it. That means if it has other factors are there. That means we are not starting at 1 and we are not considering the last number also. That means in the middle some factor is there. That means this is not a prime number. Okay, that's why I am going to break this loop. Break this loop means again it is going to be check the another number. For example, this value is 8. This value is 8. Now 8 means it is going to be 9 here. 9 is not an even number. 9 is not an even number, and I am considering here, is 9 is divisible by 2? No, not at all. Then it is going to be check, is 9 is divisible by 3? Yes. 9 is not a prime number, right? That's why I am going to throw it out as it is not a prime number. Then I am going to consider it as a 9 and 9 plus 1, it is going to be 10. Is 10 is even number, right? Yes, it is a even number. Then again it is going to be continue, and it is going to be 11 now. In this way, this logic is going to be working here. Every time we have to reset the fc value. Fc becomes 0 every time. Now, if fc is equal to 0, for example, for the 11, if it is not reaching this value, right? It is not divisible by any other number other than 1 and 11. That means fc becomes 0 here. Now I am going to return. That n. That's it, nothing else. Now it is going to be return n. This is the functionality of next prime number. There is no need to check the even numbers. How many factors for even numbers? That's why if it is an even number, I just ignore it. Okay, if it is an odd number, I am going to calculate, is there any other factors? If there is any other factors, I am going to break it. That's it, nothing else. If it is an odd number, there is no other factors, then I am going to return the value. Okay, simply I am just returning the value, that's it. Yes. For example, now I am going to execute it. If it is a 10, just look at there. The output is 11 here. Just the output is 11. For example, I am going to check it again. That is 4. 4 is an even number. 4 is even number means we are going to calculate the prime number series. What is the fourth position? The fourth position is 3. Just go here. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is the fourth position. The value is 3 here. And that means if it is a prime number, that is finished. Then I am moving into even number. If it is an even number, what I have to do? The same thing. Same thing here I am going to write same again infinite loop. Again I am going to write infinite loop. But here I am writing that I is equal to position by 2 is enough. But here I is equal to position by 2 plus 1. Why I am writing plus 1 here? This is an odd number series, right? This is an odd number series. For example, I am going to find some 5 value. 5 by 2 means it returns 2 here. It returns 2. That means this value. No, I am going to return here 3. What is the third position in the even number? 1, 2 and 3. I am going to find this number. That's why I am going to add plus 1 here. This is an odd series. That's why I am taking here I is equal to position by 2 plus 1. Okay. Then very simple. If it is going to be like this, return n. That's it. Nothing else. It is going to be return n. And if it is not reaching the last value, I am going to add n is equal to n plus 2. That's it. The next even number means if it is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8. Like that. That's why I am writing here n is equal to n plus 2. And I am going to increment every time I plus plus. That's it. Nothing else. Now I am going to execute it. This is not n. I am going to write it is num. And here also I am going to write num is equal to num plus 2. Okay. Now I am going to execute it. If it is going to be 9, definitely it is going to be an even number. No doubt about that. This is going to be 10. Just we have to calculate. Is in the 9th position the 10. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In the 9th position 10. Okay. In this way we are going to be find this one. A simple function, we are going to be consider this program as the parts of functions, function definitions, next prime of, and generate the sequence like this. Yes, this is about this pattern. I am going to share this code into the GitHub and I will give you in the description link. Thank you very much. Follow my series. I am going to give some coding questions and I'm going to give some programming MCQs like that. Thank you very much guys. Thank you. All the best.